because I'm a little bit older, 38, and I had a 12-year marriage. I'm in an 18-month relationship. And sometimes what you're saying, it's not about excusing the cheating. It's about protecting the stability of your home and your family.
Yeah.
And I think that as you get older, you try to learn to understand what's important. And I'm sorry. It is not that I would excuse cheating. It's that I have been a single mom and I have paid $2,700 a month rent by myself. And it's freaking hard. And so there are things in my relationship now that with my boyfriend where people look at and they go, and I'm like, excuse me, we have 5 children that we co-parent together. We have a $500,000 home in Lake Highlands. I am able to be more of a mother than I've been in my whole life. And so I'm sorry you don't understand why I let things go, but there are things more important than that petty stance, because my goal is to raise children and to have a home and stability. And I want my kids to learn commitment, and I don't want there to be toxic things that are happening, which was happening with my ex-husband. We had to leave, but there's things are more important than that.
No,
and so sometimes you have to say you messed up, but you're here, you provide, this is our home, and I don't know where we go from here, but we did this together, and this is who we are.
Yeah. It's one of the first words that you said. It's understanding. Like, and if you ever go to a relationship therapist, one of the first things they try to teach y'all to learn is understanding each other.
Validating.
It's like the first thing. What do you got to say though, dude?
So I get what she's saying a little bit there. I'm going to circle back on a couple things though. So you said that you always looked for, what'd you call it? The diamond in the rough? What was it? The
undiscovered gem in the room.
And so the undiscovered gem in the room, what was his kind of personality?
So I really am drawn to authentic people, and I'm drawn to somebody that just is maybe, I don't know, I know I come across as secure and confident, but I'm very nervous. So the person standing in the corner of the room also nervous would probably be the person I'm standing next to.
Oh, understood.
And then striking up a conversation and just being able to kind of connect through, things and just nerd talk. I don't know. I'm attracted to a brain.
Okay, so you like the nerdy kind of guys.
Well,
okay,
it's not I like people. I like them. I like someone that isn't pretending or trying to be the center of attention.
Okay, I get that. So when you were a younger woman, okay, we'll say anywhere between like 18 and like 25, the hot young guy didn't excite you at all.
You can ask.
Never made you tingle.
I mean, not really. It always scared me.
So you weren't looking for that fun and excitement?
So my dad left when I was 9, and so I've never wanted to be with a man that I thought would leave me. And so I always
she might have a fear for it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not attractive to me.
Doesn't that say a lot though?
It does say a lot. So I just wanted to circle on that real quick. I will say that, when men and women get in a relationship, and she said, I'm sorry, your name was again? Des. Okay. She said that, what was it? How did you word that? In particular, it was about, if you're in a relationship with someone, they shouldn't cheat anyways. And then this gentleman right here was saying, well, a man will go out and cheat on you and then come home and still love you the same. You kind of had a bone to pick with that a little bit, like I could tell by your reaction in your face. So I want you to talk about, like, what does that mean to you if he can't come home and love you the same versus a woman cheating and destroying the family? Because the simple fact is a woman, because you alluded to it, you said that women cheat by what? Through emotion, right? Because you guys operate on emotion. Okay, so our job is to provision, protect, provide security, and make sure everything is there. So if the man in your life is doing all of those things, and what makes him happy is having another woman in his life occasionally.
No.
Doesn't work?
No, not at all. At all. Simply because I guess I'm too independent. So it's like, I'm not depending on you to make me happy. I'm not depending on you to pay my bills.
I could see you being too independent.
Yes, like I'm very independent, and I know that's one of my problems. I don't depend on no man.
It's a flaw, though. You know
yes,
that's a flaw.
That is a flaw for me, because I'm not dependent on nobody. So if you feel like you have to go out there and get pleased by another woman, and I'm not, it's my job to please you. So if I'm out here not doing my job, go find somebody else that's going to do it. because I'm gonna find somebody else that's gonna do your job, because I'm gonna take care of it until I do.
Here, but here's the deal, Pickle. You like a certain type of person, like you like a certain caliber of guy, because the guy that you had even chose before, he was the type of guy that had an option, and he exercised that option. Okay, so if at the end of the day, this is what you're turned on by, this is what you like, this is actually something that like you're kind of into, why not try to learn to understand that type of guy? And this is the issue today, is there's a lot of you have a choice. You could choose these top guys that have options, or you can choose these normie guys who don't. And like most women keep choosing those guys and then playing victim when they get cheated on or something like that. Don't be a victim. Just understand what you did was to yourself. Like you chose that. And here I can perfectly prove to you that like even despite you being very independent, I can kind of prove that you really do care about his provisioning loyalty more than his sexual loyalty. I'll prove it to you. If you had to choose between a guy that was a part-time pimp and a full-time simp, and I'm saying the part-time pimp is the type of guy where he'll go on a business trip once a year maybe, and he's going to sleep with a girl. You may never know about it, okay? Like he's like, this is something that's very rare for him. He's not going to tell you to hurt your feelings or anything like that. He's going to come home. He's going to use a condom. He's not going to bring anything back. You're never going to know about it, okay? Would you rather choose that guy that once a year might do that and he fully takes care of you, provides for you, he's a perfect boyfriend, every other aspect, or the guy who's a full-time simp? So every day he's texting girls, he's liking their pictures on Instagram, he's sending a girl $10 if she asks for it. Like he's a full-time simp, and he's always simp. He's never getting sex from these other women, but he's constantly simping. He's constantly giving out his money, energy, attention, and time to other women. Which one pisses you off more? The guy that is going to cheat once a year, or the guy that's giving away his provisioning every day of the year?
So my thing is with that, I'll take the one that cheats once a year, but the thing is, what's the point of you cheating? Period.
And I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you. It goes back to like women like quality and men want quantity. Like we can sit here and try all day long to shame men for them enacting on their natural instinct, but once again, it's better to understand that there's only a certain caliber of guy that do that, and they're just literally enacting on something that is 17 times the level of testosterone than you. Okay, 17 times. It's way different. And once again, don't choose them then. Like stop. Like they're the top 10%. Just stop choosing them. If they're attractive and you see all the girls like them, just stop choosing them then. But I'm going to be honest with you though. You want to choose the beta bucks guy or like the beta dudes? Yeah, then your pussy's not going to tingle after 6 months. I'm sorry. Like that's just like the fact of the matter is a lot of women need to start accepting this. And like it's and it sounds fucked up when I say this type of stuff, but it's just the truth.
My thing is I'm not going to accept cheating though.
Yeah,
but I understand. I get what you're saying.
Well, here's the thing though. Like if you're say like you don't want to accept cheating, okay? Do you like to have sex? Like, do you like to at least have casual sex or like be in casual relationships and stuff like that? You're being cheated on already then. That guy is already fucking other girls. The only difference is that you're accepting it then because you know about it, but you won't accept it in a relationship. It's just like, and the thing is, like, a lot of men that are of a certain caliber are honest about this stuff. They'll straight up tell you, they'll be like, look, I'm exercising my options. I'm that type of guy. I'm going to do this. And like that, they're not cowards. Like they actually are very, very strong men that are not cowards at all. They have all the pride and all the ability to sit there and be honest with you and not be scared or anything. Respect that. But women don't even respect those guys sometimes. They're like, oh, you're gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna go to this other guy. It's like you just raised your body count for no reason.
See, that's the thing. Also, a lot of these females out here, they just go have sex with any and everybody. I'm not like that. Like if I'm fucking with you and we have an understanding and we're like heading towards a relationship, then yes, maybe we can go into the sexual conversations and stuff like that. But if I see that this is not going nowhere, we're not going nowhere. There's no way we're finna hit the bedroom.
Well, you said that you like casual sex, though.
That's if I'm with someone. If I'm not with no one, then that's out of my mind.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I thought casual sex was you're not with somebody.
If I'm with someone, then yes, I will have that.
You just actually proved a point that I bring up all the time on this show, and that's that women like to have sex with one guy at a time.
Yes, like that's 100%.
Yeah, so the way that I'll explain. You know how like you hate that the guys sleep around stuff. Here's how guys have a roster. They have 3 or 4 girls that they legitimately fuck every week. Like a one girl Monday, one girl's Wednesday, one girl's a Friday. You say that's nasty, but that's how men are. You gotta understand.
She said that's nasty. Please tell me your guy recorded that.
Yeah, I need to put it as on the soundboard, right? That's nasty. But no, but for real, like so for guys, that's how we have a roster. How if I asked women how they have rosters on my show, I do this all the time. They're always like, oh yeah, I have a roster. It's like, okay, how many are you fucking? They're always like, one.
Lies.
It's like,
Lies.
that's not a roster. Well,
that's a lie.
Well, no, a lot of them do.
Ooh.
So no, a lot
lies.
A lot of them do. A lot of them have one guy that they.
Yes.
But no, I'll explain to you why though. Because what they do is they have one guy that they have sex with, and they have one guy that takes them on dates, one guy that like texts them, one guy that calls them. No, seriously.
I can agree.
Hey,
yeah, no.
Y'all are talking to me like I'm new, and I'm telling you, I have seen these women. And I have watched them fly through their book.
So, like, here's the deal.
Have back-to-backs and have multiple. So
here's the thing.
They're saying that because they're on your show, and that's how they. But
so here's the thing. Like, I agree with you. So, like, I agree with
Girls
you that there are
savage.
So, no, I agree with you. But you know what it takes for a girl to be a savage like that? It takes her being super ran through and getting a high body count, or her having a cluster B disorder. Most of these women have cluster B disorders, like where they legitimately have like borderline personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder. Like they have one of these really hardcore personality disorders, and that's what causes them to go seek that validation like that. It's not something that every woman does. If you're saying you're trying to say all women are hoes and sleep around, that's crazy.
I'm not saying all women are hoes and sleep around at all.
But there's this. I'm saying that's a small percentage though. We're talking 10 to 20% of girls that might act like that.
The single professional women that don't have marriages or families, not my peer group, but I'm saying women in 40s, mid 40s that are professionals. I'm not saying all women. I'm saying they are less inclined to want to settle because they like their life, but they are not just fucking one guy.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.